So how was I able to get into this 20x trade or 1 to 20 risk to reward ratio trade on gold? By taking another double-digit returning trade. But before that, guys, let's take a step back and define what stands for a double-digit trade. Double-digit returning trades are those that are giving you 10x's or more, or in other words, 1 to 10 risk to reward ratio or higher, like all of those student trades that were taken this month in the trading room. And in other words, to simplify this even further, putting $100 in risk and making 1,000 in return. This is a 10x trade. But the reality is that most of our trades that are double-digit returning trades, they're a lot higher than 10x's. And our highest trade for last year was a 77x trade, and you can see the video just below. And now, before further ado, let's move on to the trade, which actually gave me 20x's this week. Here is the trade, guys, and currently it's staying at 1 to 21 risk-to-reward ratio. A little bit about this trade is basically I opened it just after the London Open. It is gaining a lot of momentum, and so we've just cleared a major resistance level. So I'm going to probably take profits here because I don't really want to let the price to reverse, and so as you can see, we might either have a retest of this resistance area or potentially reversal. So I don't really want to run the chances of going through that. So I would most likely close this trade here, and currently we are at 1 to 22 risk to reward ratio. And yes, I'm just going to close this trade here. It's a bit pointless to wait any further for the US Open, so I would prefer to avoid all of this profit taking before it hits the wire. So I'm just going to close the trade right here, guys. And bam, this has been a 1 to 22 trade already in history. There are two things that are striking with this trade, guys. First, it lasted for less than 5 hours, which is absolutely remarkable considering that it was a 20x trade. And then second of all, I was not looking to predict the market direction. As the majority of my day trading program students know, I don't really believe that anyone can predict where the markets will take us. I don't really believe in the theory that markets are actually predictable. I do believe in the efficient market hypothesis, or in other words, that nobody can predict where the markets will take us, or that they're completely random. So this actually helps me in my journey to define success. And as such, I don't really believe that you need to have a very high win rate in order to succeed in trading, as the majority of traders out there are trying to preach. So I do believe, though, that for the small amount of profitable trades that you're taking, they need to absolutely kill it. So in other words, you need to have a good amount of double-digit returning trades, so you don't really worry for the majority of the times then when you would actually be wrong. And again, I'm just a human. I'm wrong, I would say, around 50% of the time, or during certain periods of the year, this percentage might be even higher, 60%. So I can only make profits during 4 out of 10 trades and still have enough in order to propel me forwards. So I'm perfectly fine taking short or long trades, and I'm perfectly fine with being wrong half of the time, or in certain occasions, even the majority of the times. But there are a couple of things that are super important for me, guys. The first thing is that for those times that you will be actually right and running a profitable trade, you need to kill it. You need to make 10x or more in order to sustain your profitability over the long term. And then second of all, there is one thing I detest, and this thing is running a trade for a very long time and being overexposed to market risk. So there are various reasons for that, but usually market risk is the worst unknown, and you don't really want to be carrying a trade which is overexposing you to market risk. That's why all of my double-digit returning trades, guys, are risk-free trades. What is a risk-free trade, and is there such a thing at all? Well, don't want to bring it down to you guys, and I don't really want to disappoint you, but there is no such thing as a risk-free trade. What I mean, though, is that there is a way of getting into risk-free trades in anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes and then locking this trade. So there is no way past this point to lose money. If you're interested to know more about this approach, you can click on any of the links below, and I'll happily guide you through the process and give you more details. But for the sake of this video, what actually matters is the psychological effect that this gives you and gives especially beginner traders, because once you're running a risk-free trade, you're psychologically better prepared to get a lot more out of a trade, because you're not worrying that you're going to get stopped out. You're not worrying that, things can go against you. So in other words, if you're running a risk-free trade, you can take a trade and quadruple or even more the returns that you would have been able to do under normal circumstances. And this precisely gives especially beginner traders a tremendous edge, and it gives them a good 10 steps ahead of everyone else in this game. And in the end of the day, it's all about having an edge on the markets and doing the things that the majority of traders won't be doing. And this is precisely that. So if somebody is telling you should be doing what nobody else is doing, but they don't really give you any specific indication of clear rules of what you should be doing, then that doesn't mean anything. It won't bring you, any value. But that's exactly why I'm giving you this concept and this strategy, so you can actually take it away with you guys and try to think about it, how you can employ this into your trading and improve your trading by doing precisely that. So again, if you have any questions or if you want me to walk you through the process step by step, just click on any other links below. It does require a lot of dedication, focus, discipline, and of course, long screen hours. I personally trade for just 15 to 30 minutes, but to get to this stage at which I can only trade for 15 to 30 minutes a day, I've been through all sorts of different strategies, mentorships, possible ways to make ends meet in trading, and I can assure that it is one of the hardest ways to actually make a living. In fact, 95% of day traders, they lose money in trading, so you need to be very careful. For everyone who is telling you that day trading is super easy and you can become very quickly rich, stay away from those people. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.